All right, everybody, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to our getting started and presentation of WebOS. We're very excited to get this into your guys' hands today. This is an exciting new tool that we are pushing out and is going to be, I think, a really great benefit for accredited businesses. There's a lot we're going to go through today, a lot of really great stuff that we're going to show you guys. So I hope you guys are excited. If you guys have questions during this presentation, there is a Q&A and a chat feature. Go ahead and drop those questions into there, and then we'll get to those at the end. But we're excited about what we're going to show you guys today, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a little kind of presentation to give you an idea of what WebOS is, what this big change is, and what this is going to really do for you guys' business. It's the evolution of the toolbox into something that is much bigger than what the toolbox originally was meant to be, and I think is going to be, again, a huge benefit for all of you accredited businesses out there. So let's get started. So to start out, we want to talk about today what this platform is, what this new WebOS, web operating system, really can do for your business. And I want to ask you a few questions as we get started. So number one, I want to ask you, you see the image right there? That's my browser. Look at how many tabs I have open. It is a complete and utter mess. How many of you, I want you to kind of think about this, you don't have to answer the question, but how many of you have browsers that look like that with, dozens of tabs open? You don't know where your CRM is. You don't know where your email marketing is. You don't know where your email is. It's a mess. It's hard to find anything. You say, okay, well, I'll use all of those bookmarks to be able to bookmark the tools that I use on a regular basis. But again, every time you hit a bookmark, it just opens a new tab, right? So sometimes I can find that I'll have 3 of my CRMs open, or I'll have multiple tabs open with the same information, the same platform, and it really can become quite burdensome to try to find the tools that I need, the tabs I need, and be have a productive day. That is really what one of the big issues that we're looking to solve here with WebOS, and we're going to get into that in just a second. The next question I want to ask you is about on and offboarding. How much of a pain is it for you when you're on or offboarding people onto your team? You're bringing on new people. You have to set up new software for them. You have to give them access to different systems. It can be a lot of work. It can be a real pain to try to on or offboard people, and making sure that you check every box when you on or offboard somebody. If somebody's leaving your company and you forget to cancel their subscription to the CRM, they could months later be getting in and gathering that information that you do not want them to gather. So on and offboarding can be a real challenge, and it's something that this is going to solve for you guys as well. Mixing home and work. This is an important one that we actually find a lot of people really have a challenge with. You saw all those tabs that I had open in my browser. In this system, we're looking to be able to help you guys segment your work from your home. And we do that in a really simple way to help you kind of create work and home profiles so that you're not mixing those tabs. You don't have tabs for your shopping alongside tabs for your social media platforms for your work versus your home versus your personal. We want to make it a lot easier to be able to manage all of that in a more effective and efficient way, and really kind of just segment that home browsing, home history, the browsing history, the tools you use, the tabs you have open, in a much more efficient way. And then evaluating business tech. This goes back to the toolbox. As you guys that are using the toolbox understand, there's a lot that you guys can do with a lot of the tools within the toolbox. And really what we wanted to do, again, with the toolbox and then evolving into WebOS, is to help curate high quality tools that are going to be great for your business, that not only are going to help you drive more productivity for your team, more productivity for your business, but also, be able to take the time away from having to go and evaluate each tool, understand what it can do for your business, and really try to drive more efficiencies for you guys. Also, any tools that you purchase through our system are fully integrated into the platform, right? So they're much more capable. There's single sign-on, which actually provides a lot of security benefits for you, and then at lower prices. Again, you can see some of the prices we have right here in this scrolling bar. These prices, as we've shown you guys with the toolbox before, are at significantly lower prices than you'll see a lot of times if you try to buy these same kinds of tools direct. So again, evaluating that business tech and getting those tools set up for your business. very much integrated into WebOS. So if any of you guys are using the toolbox currently, the WebOS system is going to have all that stuff automatically set up for you, and you can just jump right in. And finally, online security and privacy. This one is very important to a lot of people as well, especially these days. There's a lot going on these days where, security for your online systems, security for the applications you're using, for your data, can be pretty easy to be gotten by, people that want to do ill work to your business. And then privacy itself, the browsers these days that we use track everything. They track everything. And we're going to actually get into that in just a second. And they sell that data. And that's how you pay for your browser, right? When you're using Chrome or Safari or whatever you're using, they're monetizing that tool, that technology, by taking your data, reselling it, and making money off of it. And a lot of people don't like that. They don't want that data, that personal data, to be just sold out there and, online publicly to whoever, the highest bidder is. In essence, browsers aren't built for business. Let's just be honest. Again, we showed you the tabs. We showed you how horrible it is. They're not built around how we use the internet for business these days. We use applications. 90% of people's time at work is spent online in applications, in your CRM, in your communication tools, in your social media platforms that you need to run and market your business. Browsers aren't built for that. They're tab-based. It gets lost. It gets messy. But WebOS is. And that's what we want to show you today and get you guys excited for this new tool, what we're providing for you guys to really help you guys, again, reorganize your business, become more productive, become more efficient, and drive a lot of great benefits for your company. So let's go ahead and jump into WebOS and show you guys what this new tool is and kind of show you how to get started in it. This is going to be great. We got a lot of stuff we're going to kind of show you today. As you can see right here, we are actually in WebOS. This whole system that you're seeing right here, I have the presentation in a browser window, but we are in WebOS. This is it. What this does, and there's a lot of things that we can kind of look for when we're showing how the system works. I want to kind of go through those questions that I asked you earlier. So number one, the tab management, right? Tab management is a nightmare. And I've been using this new WebOS for quite a while. We have thousands of users that have been using it for a bit. We're excited again to finally get it into the hands of the accredited businesses. But as you can see here, I now have all my best technologies, all my most frequently used technologies in my sidebar right here. I can see my email marketing. I can see my social media platform. I can click there and they open right up. I got my website builder. I've got my social tool, and those are just the tools right here that you can actually purchase from the toolbox from our marketplace. So again, if you guys have been using tools from the toolbox, you've got these same tools and they plug right into here. But the really cool thing about WebOS is that you can now add all the other tools that you might be using. Actually, over 1,400 different tools by clicking here and adding all of your applications right into your system. So let's say I'm using QuickBooks, right? So I can come in here, you can see QuickBooks, I already have it set up in mine. I can get rid of it and I can add it back right there. And what this does is it just reorganizes your entire life around the applications that you use the most. And you can see here, when I click on my Google Analytics tab, I've got my analytics up. When I click on my Slack, I've got my Slack right up in here. So I can get to work and really be a lot more organized again around how my business operates, how my day operates. And it creates efficiencies that we really haven't seen in any kind of updated browser system that's on the market these days. Speaking of browsers, this also has a fully integrated browser into it. So as you can see here, I click into my tabs. I have the same kinds of tab systems that I had in Chrome or in Safari or in Firefox. Works exactly the same. I can look up pho in San Francisco. I can go onto ESPN.com and I can see the stats for the day. I can, do my presentation right here. This is a page that I'd opened. I just open new tabs and I can, just like any kind of search browser, I can search things right up in here. I can type in URLs of domains that I want to put in. I also have all of my favorites bookmarks right in here. I can add all of my extensions. This is Chromium based, but it's not Chrome, so it can't track anything. But that means I do have all my extensions. My favorite extensions can be set up right in here. So, let's say image downloader. I want to get that. I add it to my WebOS and it just adds right there, just like everything else. You can set up your bookmarks right here. You got your back, your forward, your refresh, all that great stuff. It operates exactly like any standard browser does. With a lot of benefits. Again, and the nice thing here is we're reorganizing the browser to be much more focused on search, research, and what browsers were meant to be used for, browsing the internet. You keep your apps on the side, you keep all that, clean, neat, organized, and then you use the browser for browsing the internet just the way it was intended to be used. So that's the tabs. That's a snap bar system. That's how our system really continues to evolve past how browsers operate and become a much more efficient, much more productive system for you to use. Just like before, also in our system, if you have multiple businesses, multiple business units, if you're a franchise, you can also set up all your different businesses right in here. So you got your business management, and then you can have your drop down up here so you can manage all your different businesses just directly from one account. So if you've got websites for different locations, you click here, you drop into your new account, your different account, and then your website builder will be right there live for you, just like if you were in the toolbox. So great things there. One other neat thing too is we also put, we want to drive efficiencies here, right? And one of the things that most people use most regularly is their email, their calendar, and then their like drive folders, things like that. We have this integrated with Google, so you can set up like Gmail in here. You can set up all those types of things right in here. It also has Outlook integrated into it, and then we have a few others that are coming down the line as well. But you can just connect your Gmail if you're using Gmail for your business, or your Outlook right up here for quick access to your email, your calendar, all that good stuff right in here. Next, let's talk about that onboarding we were talking about earlier too. So if you come into here, you can come into user management. So if you're familiar with the toolbox, again, you can set up users, you can create access for them and give them access to specific tools that you want them to have within their system. We've just blown that out to the entire browser experience as a whole. So you can do the same thing in here where you give somebody complete access, you set up their role, you set up their account, and then they can come in and they will be able to download WebOS, log in with their account, and be able to use all these tools, all these features, just like they would any other way they use a browser or use the toolbox. So a great feature there to be able to onboard people really quickly and easily to the tools that they need, and then offboard them. Let's say somebody comes on and they're like, oh, I'm leaving the company, I don't want to be here anymore, whatever that might be, or you have to get rid of somebody, which is unfortunate, but it happens from time to time. With this system, you come in here, you come into the user management, and then you can actually just cancel their access. Not sure why this isn't going. Here we go. Cancel their access with a quick click. You delete their access, and then they can't access any of the tools you have set up for them. They'll be shut off. Their email will be shut off, so they can't log in anymore. Really protecting, again, a lot of the data, a lot of the systems, a lot of the information that you have. A great way to make sure that, when you set somebody up and you give them access to things, if they leave, you can shut their access off immediately, protecting your business, protecting your information, protecting your data. A great benefit there. One of the other cool things too, again, let's talk about the marketplace. Again, if you guys are familiar with the toolbox is completely integrated into the system. So you got the website builder, lead gen, social media platform. You come through, you can learn more and activate these tools just as you would through the toolbox. And then they come to your left-hand menu over here. So same tools, same great products that you've had before. Again, curated by our team of experts, gone out and found some of the best technologies on the market, integrated them into this technology so they're single sign-on, easy to use, integrated in the back end. And again, at lower prices than you're going to find these same exact tools outside the platform. So really, really great benefits here when it comes to being able to drive productivity and activate tools that are going to be great for your business. Lastly, I want to talk about the privacy side of this, right? So again, we've got our WebOS here. It's productive. It's quick. It's easy to use. It replaces your browser. So you're not on Chrome or Safari. You can pretty much get rid of those within your system and start using this system for really all your business operations. And then from privacy perspective, if you activate Privacy Plus, we'll get into in a second, it comes with a VPN that you can turn on and off. It comes with a shield, which blocks ads, which blocks blocks data tracking from third-party websites. And we'll get into this in a second as well. It protects your information and data from being sold online. So you can make sure that you come in here, if you add that system, we'll get into, again, what Privacy Plus is a little bit more in just a second. But this is huge for people that privacy and security is a big part of their business. And then finally, that work-home balance, right? That's something that people really enjoy. And that's what's cool about this too. So I come in here, I'm in my professional account right here, right? So I've got all my tabs, but I can also come in and I can set up professional accounts, which I'm in now, or personal accounts. So I come and I create a new account. I can add a personal or professional. This is cool because this segments your work browsing and online experience from your home browsing and online experience. So you can see I come in, I create my personal tab, and then I can switch back and forth between them quickly and easily. And then I can come from my personal and I can, say I want to set up my Hulu. There's Hulu right there. I want to set up, my Netflix on my personal one. Whoops, Netflix. There you go. I can add those right to my dashboard in my personal account. Boom, there it is right there. So I can get in there and use that. And it keeps all of your tabs, your history, all separate. So you don't have to combine your tabs and your browsing history, all that kind of stuff from your work to your personal, which again, if you're working for a company and you don't want them to see, that if, they can access your browsing history, you don't want them to see that you were on Amazon doing some shopping, you swap over to your personal account, and it's completely segmented from your work account. You set it up with your own personal email address, etc. So again, a really cool way. A lot of people seem to really like the idea that they can segment kind of their work and home life, and this really does a great job at that. And it's got some great family settings too. So if you want to set up a family on it, you can actually come in and create an account for each of your family members, so they all have their own apps on their sidebar. Your kid can have all their school applications set up. You can have all your fun, interesting shopping, all that kind of stuff, and then you can have your work tabs all in separate and segmented systems. So again, really great stuff there. That is WebOS kind of in a nutshell. Again, we're driving productivity, we're driving personalization, and we're driving privacy through a system that really is the evolution of the browser. So very exciting stuff there. I want to jump back into the presentation a little bit and kind of just walk through what kind of the next steps are and what this means for you guys as accredited businesses. So let's look at this. So some of the perks of accreditation. Great, we showed you what this thing is. We showed you how it works. What does it mean to be accredited, and how does that accreditation drive perks for your business within this system? So the WebOS as a whole can be activated outside of the BBB, but by being accredited, you get a lot of benefits with this specific system. As you can see right here, this is kind of the structure that we have for if you're coming in and using WebOS directly. So professional, you get there's a free, which limits the number of apps you can add to your sidebar, the number of users you can add per business, role types, you can only have one type of role within these systems. We have a listings business system that's becoming soon. We'll get into that in a second, that you get kind of the basic listing for. You can only manage one location. You can see professional premium as well. So that one we actually sell for $5.99 per user per month. Again, kind of gets you some upgrades here. But we actually, for you guys, we've mixed that one as well. And we're upgrading everybody that's accredited directly to business premium. So you get business premium, which is typically $5.99 per user per month to access this. And for business, the difference between professional and business is business requires a minimum of 3 users. We are scrapping that for accredited businesses as well. So you guys get the business level access completely free, no limit on users. So you can have 1 user, you can have 100 users in the system, and you are getting completely for free. There's no charge. You get unlimited number of apps, unlimited number of users that you can add to your business. full access to the marketplace, multiple user levels. So if you want to add, employees to your system, you can give them certain access to different applications and what they can and can't do in the system. Again, the directory listing that we're going to be building and integrated into this very soon, you'll get premium version. We'll get into that in just a second. That's very exciting. But you'll get a premium upgrade of that. You can manage multiple locations. You get full API access, and you get the upgraded support to email and chat instead of just the email. We also do have an enterprise version as well. So if you are a larger business and you want some customizations and you want to add, hundreds of users to something like this, we can do those types of things as well. It is free for you as well, but there's some customizations that we would do for large businesses. So if you are interested in that, you can get a hold of the WebOS or Toolbox account managers, and they can kind of walk you through some of that and answer some questions on that. One last thing here is Privacy Plus, and we'll get into what Privacy Plus is a little more advanced in just a second. But as you can see here, just go away. Oh, whoops. As you can see here, optional Privacy Plus is $5.99 per month if you want to add that on to both professional and professional premium. You guys are upgraded to business. This one would be $5.99 per user per month as well here. Let's see if I can get rid of this little bar at the bottom. Usually it would cost $5.99 per user per month for the Privacy Plus optional add-on as well. At the business level, we are basically covering costs for this one. We're giving it to accredited businesses for $1.99 per user per month. So if you do want that privacy, which we'll get into what that exactly is in just a second, $1.99 per user per month, which you'll see is going to be a huge benefit for you guys as well. So again, usually costs $5.99 per user per month. You guys can get it for $1.99 per user per month. And what does Privacy Plus include? So if you look at this kind of breakdown, you can see regular browsers on the left-hand side. They sell your device type. They sell your location and device IP address. They sell your browsing history. You sell your time zone. They can track your mouse movement, and they can use that for different things. They sell your active social media accounts. They sell as much data they can get about you to third parties, and that's how they make their money. If you buy Privacy Plus, or if you activate Privacy Plus, all of that stays private. So you can see on the right-hand side here, all that information stays completely private. You cannot, we won't be able to sell it. We won't be able to track it. It all stays private. Plus, with Privacy Plus, you get a VPN, complete VPN that you can activate with just a click. You can see it actually right up here. Right there, you can see you can just activate the VPN right there. VPNs are very important. If you use public Wi-Fi on a regular basis, a VPN is going to be very important for you, because what it does is it helps block and hide your specific information. And if you're sending data across your network on a regular basis, if you're sending any kind of information, which if you're online, you're doing, the VPN helps block it, helps hide your specific information. And that comes free, or that comes with Privacy Plus. Now, if you go look up VPNs, most personal VPNs cost about $9 to $10 per month just for the VPN. And again, that's being included here in Privacy Plus. And for you guys, it's only $1.99 to upgrade to that. You also get ad blocking. So if you go to your favorite, periodicals, if you go to ESPN.com, any of those sites that you usually visit, all those ads that pop up that really kind of, make the site run slow, make the pages run slow, and gather data from you. So when ads pop up, they're gathering data about you as well. Our system, if you have Privacy Plus on, will block all of that. And that's just this shield right here. So you click this little shield and that will turn on, and it will start to block all of that as well. And then data tracking for third parties. So the cool thing about this too is a lot of sites that you visit are also gathering your data. They're gathering location information. They're gathering, personal information that they can use to retarget you, etc. Our system can block that as well. Again, turn on that shield up in the top bar there if you have Privacy Plus activated, and that stuff gets blocked as well. So it's really keeping your data, your information, and you private online wherever you might go, which is really important and exciting. All right. Also, last thing I want to kind of walk through here is the product and services directory. So we are building right now into WebOS a dedicated product and services directory where you can upload your business information. People can search it. Because we are a browser, we can actually come in, and if you search things on, let's say plumbing, for example, we actually can come in and on the top bar here, we'll be placing our own recommendations, business recommendations, product recommendations in here that will be fed in by the businesses that import their information to us. And so that's very exciting because we can do a lot of stuff because we are the browser and we can, really kind of affect everything we want. But the cool thing is for you guys, anybody that's accredited, they get that their product and services upgrade to premium automatically. And as an accredited business, you'll get a little shield so that people can know, hey, this business is accredited. So there's that trust that's going to be built in for anybody that's an accredited business, that anybody that's not just won't have that option within the system itself. So again, great benefits to being accredited. You get top placement in online searches on the WebOS, and we have lots and lots of people. This is if you start to search Keybot WebOS, this is getting pretty big, but you get top online placement when this is launched, filter for accredited only, and review managed BBB portal. So there's a lot of great stuff you're going to get through there. All right, so let's talk about real fast getting started. The first thing we have is what you'll need to do is download WebOS. You guys, either you have gotten or you'll get an email very soon that is going to give you access to WebOS. It's going to give you the download buttons you need to be able to download this to computer. You'll log into the BBB, you log into WebOS using the same credentials you use to log into the BBB toolbox or your BBB portal. It's the same information, it's the same data. We already have it uploaded into the system. So you can go ahead and log in with those credentials. Click the setup professional profile. So you'll see if I open a new tab here, you'll see this same thing when you log in. You click the professional profile, or if you're setting up your personal profile, you can do it there as well. But set a professional profile, it'll walk you right through the steps of getting you all set up and ready to start using WebOS. So simple as that. We are making it as easy as possible to get you guys in here, get this usable for you. Again, there's no cost to using it for you guys. We're excited to get you guys into this system. You don't have to buy tools to access and use the system. It's completely free for you guys. You guys get to be able to come in here, add your business, add your information, add your users, add any tools that you use outside of what you may be purchasing through the marketplace, and just become a much more efficient and productive person when it comes to your daily work and even sometimes your personal options. That's what we want to show you guys today. Again, we're very excited to get this into you guys' hands.